Come to Wisdom Pose. Bring your big toes together, knees wide apart, and sit back on your heels with your hands stacked on top of each other underneath your forehead. Just take a moment to relax your body towards the earth and start to breathe a little deeper and a little longer up and down your spine. Slowly start to straighten out your arms, spread the fingers wide, and then come up onto hands and knees and start to make big circles with your hips, your spine, your shoulders, your head. So you're moving from left to right, forward and back in a big circle. And try not to think about it so much, just feel where your body wants to go to. Rounding, arching your spine, and then also moving into the other direction. So really exploring the full range of motion of your spine. And let your head be relaxed, your neck relaxed. And then slowly stop in the center. Take your knees a little closer. Keep your hips above your knees. And straighten your arms out in front of you, resting your forehead on the ground. So imagine your spine is a waterfall here. Round the spine now. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. And then tuck your toes under and shift back. Take a moment to really relax your neck and your head. You can shake yes and no. Press away from the ground with your hands. And then take the big toes together in the center line of your mat and reach the right leg towards the sky. Bend your knee and open your hip. So you cannot really see that my knee is bent. My foot is towards my buttocks here. And then step the right foot on the outside of your right hand. Lower the left knee down and lengthen the spine here. Bring the navel towards the spine and just take a moment to open your hips, maybe making little micro movements to make the pose a little bit more relaxed for you. If you want to take it a little further, take your right hand on top of your right leg and open your chest a little bit more. So always protect your knee and your back. Make sure there's no strain. And now from there, step back into downward facing dog, again with the hip open, the knee bent. And then step that right foot in front of your left leg and turn your left foot onto the outside. So you're balancing here on your left hand and your right arm can be up towards the sky or on your heart. And now from there, this is a tricky transition. Place the right knee down, place the left knee on the inside of the right and then sit back onto your sit bones. So now your right leg is on top of your left and your feet are out towards the side. So if this doesn't feel good for your knees, find a position that does feel good. So maybe bring the legs a little less close together. And if you want to go ahead and fold forward, you can do that. Stay connected to your breath. And then very slowly roll up. Place the hands in front of you. Bring your right leg all the way back. And place the left knee into Pigeon Pose. So flex the left foot. Make sure that the right leg is straight from your hip. And then you can wave the spine up and down, inhaling, open the spine. Exhale, wave it down. Inhale, rounding up. Exhale, arch down. So again, make sure your knee is completely happy and safe, your lower back is happy and safe. And you can stay up or you can go all the way down this time. Maybe your hands underneath your forehead, or maybe your elbows underneath your shoulders. So find a position that is good for you, for your body today at this moment. And never go beyond what your body tells you to do. So always respect what your body tells you. Stay connected to your breath. See if you can relax some muscles a little bit more. So maybe your shoulders, your face, your feet. And then it's slowly time to come back up. Very slowly make your transition to downward facing dog, this time with the left leg up into the sky, bend the knee, open the hip as we move towards the other side. Step your left foot on the outside of your left hand, lower the right knee down, bring the fingertips or the hands underneath your shoulders and lengthen the spine. And again, if you feel like swaying from side to side, loosening up any muscles that might be a little tight, you can go ahead and do that. Or take your left hand on top of your left leg and open your chest, twisting from your navel, not from your lower back. And slowly release your hand. Step back to downward facing dog. Press the hands down, lift your left leg into the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. And then again, place that left foot on the front of your right leg. Balance on your right hand. Take your left hand up towards the sky, or place your hand on your heart. And then from there, release the pose. Bring the left knee into a pigeon, more or less. Take the right knee on the inside of your left and sit back into your sit pose. So again, make sure your knees are safe. And one side might feel a little bit more tight than the other one. So for me, you can see that my knees are not stacked because this side of my body is a little bit more tight. So that might be the same case with your body. So always respect what you feel. And then slowly come out of the pose, transitioning to pigeon pose on the right side. So bring the left leg all the way back. And then flex your right foot and place that leg into pigeon pose. See if your left leg is straight out from your hip. Bring the fingertips by your side and then slowly wave up and down. So you can wave on the rhythm of your breath. Easing your way into the pose. See if you can relax your face. And then maybe coming all the way down. If that's not available to you today, don't worry. Just stay upright with your hands underneath your shoulders or your elbows underneath your shoulders. And relax any muscle that you don't need at this point. Your face, your shoulders, your feet. And slowly come out of the pose, hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your back toe under and shift into downward facing dog. Opening the right hip, right knee bend. And then step the right foot on the outside of your right hand, lower the left knee down. Hand again on top of your leg, or if you want to take it a little further, take your right hand all the way back and maybe even catch your back foot, so that's your left foot. If you're there, if you have your foot, open your chest when you inhale, and when you exhale, dive forward on the inside of your right leg. So inhale, open the chest. Exhale, release. So if you don't have your back foot here, then just wave the arm overhead. So make the same wave motion, just without your foot. Last time, opening the heart. And then slowly release the back foot. Do that with awareness. Place the hand back underneath your shoulder and step back into downward dog. Right leg into the sky, open the hip, bend the knee. And now you can choose to step your right foot again in front of your left leg. That's perfectly fine. Or maybe take kind of a tree pose in the air. So lift the right knee, right hand on top of your knee. And then from there, place the hand back underneath your shoulder. Again, take that right leg down, left knee on the inside of the right. And come here into your cow face pose. So maybe you want to stay upright, or maybe you want to fold forward and relax your forehead down. Always respect your knees, respect your lower back. And then slowly come out of the pose, transition into pigeon. So the right leg goes all the way back, left foot is flexed, left leg into pigeon. Release the right leg straight behind you. Now you can stay upright as you did before, or wave, or make a twist here. So then you place your left hand underneath your right arm to make a thread through a needle. Relax the head down in that case. And then slowly move yourself towards the other side. So now the right hand comes underneath the left arm. And if you want to increase the twist, then you can press down with your left hand, but really be gentle on your body here. And slowly press yourself back up, hands underneath your shoulders. And transition to downward facing dog. Left leg into the sky, open the hip, bend the knee. And then step the left foot on the outside of your left hand, last time. Bring the left hand on top of your left knee, or your left leg. Maybe straighten the left arm behind you and catch your back foot, so that's your right foot. If that's not available to you today, then just wave the arm up and down. If you've got your foot, you can wave the whole spine here. So then you open your heart when you inhale. When you exhale, you bend your elbow and wave down. Opening and descending down. Last time, open the heart. Lift your navel, twist a little bit more your heart towards the sky. And slowly release the pose. Step back to downward facing dog, left leg opening up. And again, choose maybe placing the left foot in front of your right leg, or take your tree pose into the sky. You can unite the second finger and the thumb. And then place the hand back underneath the shoulder, and the last time, cow face pose. Place the left knee down, right knee on the inside of your left, and sit back on your sit bones. First, make sure your knees are safe before you go maybe forward. And release the spine down. Keep the feet flexed. And just really breathe easily here. Last time, pigeon pose on the right side. Take the left leg straight back from your hip, flex the left foot and then release the foot onto the ground. Right foot stays flexed and then come down, maybe on your elbows, stay up with your hands underneath your shoulders, or take the twist. So now first the right arm comes underneath the left arm. Relax the forehead down. And then slowly move towards the other side. Left arm underneath the right. And just release, melt into the ground. And from there, make your way back into downward facing dog. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. And then bring that right leg one more time into the sky. Maybe shake it out if you like. And release it down. Other leg, inhale, reach it up. Shake it out and exhale, release. And then we complete the cycle by bringing the knees down underneath the hips. And then you slide your hands all the way out in front of you, melt the heart towards the ground, release the forehead down. And slowly bring your hands underneath the shoulders, round your spine like an old cat, and come back to child's pose from here. Take the big toes together, knees wide apart, and relax towards the ground.